Welcome to Roadmap to 1 Million. My name is Stacy Zeal, and if you're looking to make more money, gain your time back, and rapidly grow your visibility so that you can impact way more people with your brilliance, you're in the right place. This podcast is your one-stop shop for turning your online business dreams into a reality. My main goal is to give women entrepreneurs just like you the marketing strategies, guidance, and expert insights you need to hit that $1 million milestone and beyond. Whether you're a coach, a consultant, or an online brand that wants to make a big impact, Roadmap to 1 Million gives you the actionable strategies and inspiration you need so that you can implement right away, no fluff, no fuss. So, CEO, are you ready to buckle up and accelerate your growth? Be sure to follow the show and let's dive in. Get ready to uncover your roadmap to 1 million. Hello. Welcome back to Roadmap to 1 Million. I am your host, Stacy Zeal, and we are back with another awesome episode. This is a podcast that is designed to help you to take what you're already doing to the next level so that you can build a business that aligns with the life that you want to live. I give you the marketing strategies, the systems, the support, everything that you need to really create serious growth in your business. So make sure that you are following the show. Make sure you have shared it with a friend. If you have been back here before, thank you so much for coming back. Make sure you share it with a friend or leave us a review if you are so inclined to. That really helps us to grow the show. So today, we are talking about why relying on organic social media doesn't create long-term sustainable success in 2023. So if you're feeling like you are posting a ton of content and not getting as much bang for the effort that you're putting in, or you're spending way too much time creating Facebook and Instagram content, or you feel like you're creating content, you're good with that, but you're not attracting the right audience with your social content, especially as you get bigger, then you are in the right place. Because today we are going to talk about it, and I'm going to give you all the goods I can to help you to avoid this. So one of the biggest mistakes I see online coaches and consultants and service providers making in 2023 when it comes to their marketing is relying too heavily on organic social media to generate leads and sell your offers. Maybe you feel this way. You're making this mistake because you see social media as a free channel. You can't see my quotes, but a free channel that's easily accessible, meaning anybody can create an account and start to build an audience, which is cool. But there's a problem with that. Maybe you even also just see people talking about how social media is such an amazing marketing tool. And it is. This is not to say that social media doesn't work. This is not to say that posting online, posting your comments on social media or posting your posts on social media don't work. It's just to say that when you rely on it so heavily, you don't end up building a long-term relationship with your followers. So there's a lot of people out there that are saying like, oh, if you do reels, if you post one reel every day for 30 days, you're going to make 7 figures. Or they're saying like, focus on one channel and one channel only. And honestly, that kind of stuff works for influencers. But that's because an influencer's job is to amass a big following because they're trying to get brand deals. So these brands are giving out deals based on your follower count, right? And so that's why it's super important for influencers to use these channels in ways that help them to grow a big audience. But that's not the type of business you run. You are not in the business of being an influencer. You may be in the business of being a thought leader. You may be in the business of selling your expertise. But are you really in the business of being an influencer? Are you really trying to get brand deals or are you trying to get customers? And the reason that this doesn't work, the reason that posting on social media, spending so much of your time posting organic content doesn't work to create long-term sustainable success is a few reasons. One, you can't control who sees your content when you're posting organically. So here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing with social media that happens. You start off growing your audience, and it's very, very tight, and they're very like, ooh, yes, these are people. These are my people, right? I'm attracting people who are my people. But the bigger your audience gets, the more saturated it's going to get. And it's not about making sure that everybody sees your content. It's about making sure that the right people see your content at the right time and making sure that they see the right content. Because Facebook and Instagram has billions of users, right? Facebook has 2.9 billion monthly active users. Instagram has 1.9 billion monthly active users. All of them don't need to see your content. You don't need everybody's uncle and granddad and baby nephew seeing your content if they're not in your target audience, if they're not in your ideal audience. And even if you have built up a large following of your ideal audience, only 1 in 19 of them are seeing your content anyway. So let's say that you're a life coach or you're a business coach, and you primarily attract women. You could, if you start posting some content and you start to get a whole lot of men that are following you, your content starts to attract a whole lot of men. There's nothing that you can do about that. You can't go in and say, oh, hey, Instagram, I want you to only show this reel to women. You know, that if you're focusing on organic methods, that's not something that you can actually do. And so that's one of the reasons why this doesn't create long-term sustainable growth, because you don't get to control who sees your content. You just post something out into the social ether webs and hope that your ideal target sees them. You're hoping that your keywords are on point with what the algorithm says to get it in front of your people. You're hoping that your content resonates. You're hoping that you can, that you're able to communicate your message within 5 seconds. And you're hoping that the right people see it at the right time, right? What if your audience is awake at 2:00 in the morning and you're asleep and you post your reels at 9 a.m.? What if your audience has gone back to work post-COVID and now they aren't available during the day to be able to consume your content? What happens if you post something at 11 o'clock in the morning and your followers aren't online till 8, 9, 10 o'clock? So they didn't get a chance to engage with your reels. They didn't get a chance to see it, engage with it, and tell Instagram to show it to more people, right? So that's one of the things. Another reason why relying primarily on organic social media does not create some long-term sustainable success is because you end up on an endless loop of creating content or creating posts. Attention is fleeting, yet it is priceless. And these platforms know that. Let me say that again. Attention is fleeting, yet it is priceless. And so that's why Meta and Instagram, TikTok, all of these platforms, they build into their algorithms. They're building their algorithms in a way that causes you to create content to stay relevant, that keeps you on this loop of having to create in order to be able to stay relevant. You may notice that your reels don't get as much attention, or your reels are not getting as much reach as they did when reels first rolled out. Or you may start to notice that the same people are seeing your content over and over and over again, right? Like you may notice that, damn, like the same people are commenting on my stuff. The same people are liking it. The same people are sharing it. And so that's a problem, right? Because as business owners, we need to be able to expand our audience. We need to be able to reach new people. Right? We need to be able to reach our people in a way that aligns with our energy and that doesn't require us to create 17 reels a week in order to be able to hit our sales goals or to be able to generate enough leads to sustain your sales. And a study from 2019 suggested that Instagram posts had an organic reach of about 10% of a user's followers. So what that means is that only 10% of your followers are actually seeing your shit. Go to your analytics, go pull up your Instagram app, go to the insights of your most recent reel. And I'm telling you, most of the people who are seeing your reels do not know who you are, right? They are new to your world. They're not following you. And that's a problem because you took all this time and effort to build up a following because that's what everybody tells you you're supposed to do. I need to hit 10,000 followers. I need to hit 50,000 followers. That's what everybody tells you to do. But then these platforms have changed their algorithm in such a way that only 10% of those people are actually seeing your stuff. Are you a CEO with an amazing one-to-many offer who's tired of creating endless amounts of content that is not helping you hit your high revenue goals? Well, look no further than Maximize with Ads. Maximize with Ads is designed to help you exponentially increase your sales, rapidly grow your visibility, and gain your time back by leveraging the power of Facebook and Instagram ads. From developing a scalable Facebook ad strategy to setting up your tech to targeting the right audiences and creating irresistible ads, we've got you covered. Plus, our private support community is always available to answer your questions and provide personalized feedback. If you're ready to stop spending all your valuable CEO time creating endless amounts of content and start executing a leveraged strategy that allows you to travel the world, pay for private school, or start living the life you started your business to live in the first place, then head over to MaximizeWithAds.com to enroll. Visit MaximizeWithAds.com to learn more and get started today. All right, let's jump back into the episode. So the organic algorithm is not built for you. It's not built in your favor. And then the last piece of it is that organic social requires a lot of effort, right? And so relying on organic posts is like, it's like walking on sand. Will you make progress? Yeah. Will you get to the other side of the beach? Sure. But it's going to take a whole lot more effort and a whole lot more time than it would if you were walking on concrete. That's what organic social media is. It's not to say that it doesn't work. It's to say that the algorithms are not built in your favor, so you're having to work twice as hard to get the same amount of output. You have to input double what you're trying to input in order to get that out. So the effort is not matching the payoff. The math is not math in there. And so here's the thing, but when you stop relying solely on organic social and you start to combine your paid and organic efforts, you're going to grow your lead, sales, and impact a lot faster. You're going to build an audience of your actual target audience, and because you can control who sees it. Because you can say, oh my goodness, all my people are vegan dog moms. I can show my ads to only vegan dog moms? Are you kidding? That's cool. What also happens when you stop relying on organic social is that you will be able to show your contents and your offers to your entire audience, not just a piece of it. As I mentioned, remember, only 10% of your followers are actually seeing your content. When you combine your paid and social efforts, you can do the work of building a following organically. But then you can also make sure that your offers and your ads and your content gets in front of all of them, 100% of them, not just 10%. When you stop relying solely on organic social, you also get the data that you need to create that long-term sustainable success. There is a whole lot of data that you are missing out on when you are relying only on organic social. It is not able to tell you which messages drove the most leads. Something as basic as that, as to say like, oh, did this reel that I posted generate a certain X 10 leads? Or did it generate none? Did it generate 100 leads? You can't tell. And in order for you to create long-term success, in order for your business to be here for the long haul, which is why I know you're listening to this podcast, because you want to build something that outlives you, that outlasts you, or that's bigger than you, you need that data to be able to make the right decisions. And then the last thing that happens when you stop relying on organic social alone is that you drive quality traffic to your blogs or your podcasts or your videos 24/7, not just the data that was posted. And yeah, I get it. We post, we're posted throughout the week. I do the same thing with my podcast, right? I post my podcast 3-4 times a week. Cool. But then what happens when the next episode comes out? I post that episode 3-4 times a week. And yeah, I have my podcast embedded on the blog. You can go to the show notes at stacyzeal.co/podcast to check out all the episodes, right? So yes, I do get SEO traffic, but it's not each of these blog posts, each of these podcasts, I pour my soul into those, y'all. Let me tell you, like, I put a lot into this. And when you see something that you know was a great episode and it only got 100 downloads, it only got 1,000 downloads, it only got 2,500,000, 25, what am I trying to say? And it only gets 2,000 downloads, you realize like, oh shoot, there's a whole lot of people out here that are not able to consume this content because they just don't know about it. Period. That's what it boils down to. They just don't know it exists. They have the problem that you are trying to solve, and that you create these episodes or these blog posts or these YouTubes to help them solve, and they just don't know it exists. So they can't consume it. They can't consume it. They can't then go buy your offers. And so with ads, with combining paid efforts and organic social, you really add fuel to the fire. That's what it boils down to. You did all this work to build up an organic presence. You did this work to build an audience, to get the learnings, to understand who your people are. Congratulations. That's awesome. But it's time to add fuel to the fire. And I get it. You're already doing something that works. You're like, Stacy, I'm already making money from posting reels, or I'm already making money from posting on Facebook 3 times a day. But okay, cool. Got that. That's great. But how long can you sustain that? How long can you keep spending 5 hours a week creating social content? Do you really even want to be putting in that kind of effort into one specific channel? Can you actually sustain that for the next month, quarter, or year? If you think about it, I want you to close your eyes if you're not doing something that you need your eyes open for. Think about how much time you spend on Facebook, on Instagram, creating content for those channels. If you fast forward a week, a month, a year from now, do you want to keep doing that? Does that align with the life that you want to live? Does that align with the life you started your business to live? Can you honestly say that you want your days, your weeks, your months, your years to look like what they look like right now? And so if you don't, if you're like, you know what, I have big goals. I want to impact the masses. I want to get my business out there. I want to grow my business, but I don't want to spend all my time on marketing. Then it's time for you to combine your paid and organic efforts. So you combine your paid and you layer paid advertising into what you're doing. You layer Facebook and Instagram ads into what you're already doing on Facebook and organically on Facebook and Instagram. That helps you to get off that content hamster wheel. You end up spending less time on marketing and you spend more time impacting your clients. And if that's something that you want to do, I invite you to join me on September 19th in my new workshop. In this workshop, I'm going to show you how to generate a lot more leads and sales in a lot less time with a lot less effort using Facebook and Instagram ads. So head over to stacyzeal.co/live. That's STACYZEAL.co/live. And you want to save your spot for this workshop. So that's what I got for y'all today. I hope that this was helpful in shifting perspectives. I hope you are understanding that relying solely on organic social, even if that is working for you, is not going to create long-term sustainable success because your business is at the mercy of the algorithm. And that is not what you want to build your business on. So I'll see y'all at the workshop. Again, it's stacyzeal.co/live. You can go to the show notes below this episode and also get the link to sign up. I will see you there. OMG, that episode was packed with gems. Are you ready for more? Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast to get the show notes and to sign up to get our top 5 podcast episodes to help you streamline your marketing so you can make this your $1 million year. Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast.